Hello, my name is Ron Alexander, and I'm coming to you from the Recovery is a Choice podcast. Many of you are friends with me on Facebook, X, and LinkedIn. I want to thank you so much for your support and your trust in me. I'm many years clean and sober from drugs and alcohol, but I want to share with you what it was like before getting clean and sober. I was a mess. I was jobless. I was homeless. I was alienated from my family and friends. My weight dropped from 185 pounds down to 120 pounds. I was hopeless and I was helpless. I was spiritually bankrupt. I attempted suicide. I went in and out of at least 10 different rehabs in the Philadelphia area before I was able to finally get it right. Before I was finally able to surrender to my addiction and admit, as it says in the AA 12 steps, admit that my life was unmanageable and I was powerless over my addiction. One more thing I would like to throw in. You might find this hard to believe, but in 1985, when my addiction started, I was only 35 years old. Yes, 35 years old. I started out late in life, but let me tell you about the progression of addiction. I started getting high 1 day a week. Then it was 2 days a week. Then it was 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I went from getting high one time a week to getting high every single day of the week. My addiction lasted for 20 years. I am now over 20 years clean and sober. In other words, it took 20 years of addiction for me to get 20 years clean and sober. If there's anyone out there listening to me now, if you're struggling with addiction in your life, I want to tell you, please don't lose hope. You have to hold on to hope, but you also must take some action. You must take some concrete steps to arrest your addiction. Now, that could be going into a rehab, that could be going into therapy, that could be getting your church, your pastor, your congregation involved with your addiction, where your faith and prayer will rescue you. Whatever path you take, do it now, because it's only going to get worse, not better. Thank you for listening. I would encourage you to subscribe to my blog, subscribe to my website. Go to my website where you'll be able to see my blogs and my books. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate you. Have a good day.